My name is Kiki Levy, and I'm a high school student from Des Moines. And this is Better HireS, and we connect high school talent with business needs. So right here on the right is my friend Bashar, and he is the top of our class and has extreme talent in engineering and design, and actually won some awards for it. But he came to me and didn't know where to work this summer, and eventually ended up choosing Target. On the left is Newberry Living, which is my dad's company, and has internship opportunities for high schoolers, and specifically high schoolers because he wants to give them professional experience each summer. But he has a hard time finding these interns and eventually has to rely on word of mouth and networking. So what you can see here is there's a pretty big divide, and there's something that we need to connect these together. And so we use customer discovery to find what's already out there and why isn't it working. Why can't high schoolers find experience beyond traditional jobs? So what we found through discovery is that there are kind of two main areas. There's the job sites online where they mostly cater to college students and adults. The high school jobs that they do cater to are just the traditional ones that don't have meaning or experience in the professional field, such as like cashier or a nanny. There's another one, Iowa Works, and also iJag, that are community-based and rely on guidance counselors. But what the students we talked to have told us is that guidance counselors don't necessarily have the time to donate to all of these students to give them the jobs they want. So what students are asking for is a place where they can find jobs independent of an adult or get experience. So that brings me to Better HireS, which is our app, and it's where high schoolers can search for opportunities in the local area. Through discovery, we found that students don't only want paid jobs, they also want experience. So we incorporated paid and non-paid options on there with a search bar and criteria so they can filter it down if they want to. Then with discovery in businesses we asked, we found that businesses are really concerned about fit. And so we made it so that there's two phases. The first phase is skill-based, so students can select the skills that they're interested in and then upload anything else they want for credibility. And then in the second phase, businesses are really focused on the personality, the culture. So the businesses can ask questions to the students, and also the students can upload any other resources.
Great. Our initial business model is very straightforward, and that is to generate revenue by charging per job posting to the business. We will charge $25 per job posting. We came at that from two ways. Competitive analysis says that's currently roughly the market rate, and also through customer discovery when we asked how much business owners would expect to pay for this type of service, this is a number that we heard very consistently. In terms of the business model itself, there's two things that are going to be key to the financial success. Number one is focusing on one market year one, so that we really iron out all the operational details and validate that this is truly a viable business. We estimate, based on the network that we currently have, 100 postings in 1 year is a very feasible number. The second component to the business model, as with many businesses, is to ramp up and scale up to other markets. So we would like to test in Des Moines and then find other cities that are comparable size because of the community component. And we estimate that in year 2, we could grow to 10 additional cities, and by year 3, we could expand to a total, an additional 50 cities. So we'd be at 61 cities by the third year. In order to make this work, as I mentioned, we would start in Des Moines. 2 of our team members are high school students there in Des Moines, so they have a great network. The parents have great networks in the business community. So we'd be able to really connect right into the high school population and the business population to bring those together and generate excitement around this app.
I couldn't do this without my amazing team. So we've got Mia Levy, Wheaton Mather, and Jessica Duffy, who all helped make this a reality and helped me bring this idea to life. We have a fair amount of successes under our belt, thankfully, already. So the Downtown Chamber of Commerce in Des Moines has agreed upon a meeting in August and is really excited to work with us on this idea. And then we also have a few more businesses that have already verbally agreed to test out the app as soon as it's on the market, which is super exciting. So we're really excited about giving high schoolers this opportunity, and Iowa has always been a leader in community, so we hope you guys are excited too and can help this idea become a reality. Thank you so much.
Great idea. What kind of jobs are you posting? What's your market for the jobs?
Yeah, so we're thinking, I mean, it's not limited to anything, but we're thinking the types of jobs that can give people experience in many different realms, such as even if it's an office position as an assistant, or it's someone who's working in an engineering firm helping do CAD. Anything that high schoolers aren't normally able to find, because the main problem is that high schoolers are limited to the grocery stores, the food stores, the Nannies in the area, and it's really hard to find much else unless you're family friends. And that really comes down to the community. Who are your parents friends with? So it's any job that even kind of levels the playing field.
We want to accelerate the way that high school students get on the professional path, so it'd be in professional settings to start to get them to thinking about engineering or to thinking about accounting, thinking about finance and marketing, just getting them more in that skills-based environment.
So would this just be summer internships, or would it be year-round internships?
Year-round. We have, and it's not even only limited to internships, that's just like the most popular job we've seen the high schoolers are wanting, but it could be anywhere from, we need more help in Christmas season, to I want a year-long job for this person to take on, or summer internship, maybe even a job shadow during the day. It can be a range of opportunities.
So you got it set up with the business side. How do you get high schoolers to download your app and use it?
Right, so it's really lucky that me and I are able to cater directly to that community because we're both in high school, but we're gonna, not only are we meeting with the Chamber of Commerce downtown who's working with high schools in the area, we're also I'm on student council, and so I'm gonna work with the rest of student council and the principal to help get it installed kind of with the high school community, and then also social media is huge with high schoolers. So I've talked to a lot of high schoolers about this, and it seems like it's catching on pretty quick, even by just verbally communicating.
And just during this weekend, we've done some customer research, and we've called a lot of our friends in high school, and all of them seem super excited, and they said that if they had a resource like that, they would definitely utilize it as soon as they could.
Is there a number besides 25 per posting that you were thinking would be kind of to have lift off with getting into a market that with a company or two that they would go for 5 or 6 jobs as a group? And do you need to focus on the businesses that are going to put out the word that we have positions, or do you feel it's going to just happen magically?
Yeah, I think that the 25 is kind of a baseline number. It's just really for modeling purposes and for testing purposes. I think there's a lot of sales discovery to do. A lot of that would come through individual meetings, and then also just places where businesses gather, Chamber of Commerce meetings, things of that nature. And it would be very much, we would have a team that would be wanting to work to make sure that the fit is